Like this? Okay. I'll play with you. Come on. Say hello to my little friend! Okay. Yolanda? Huh?
What's up, you guys? Here we are back again. Hopefully you guys have already liked, commented, and subscribed on the last videos. If you guys haven't, please go over and subscribe now. So what we're going to be doing is working on a custom front bumper for the S10. Now I know there's a lot of guys back in the day that were into the mini trucks, have done this before. Now on the S10, you guys can see here there is a small little curve. So what we're gonna do is, this bumper is off of OBS. Now I have seen people cut this part, section the middle, shrink it down, and get that to fit, so that way you have a longer big front bumper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this rubber trim, and I'm just going to use this as a guideline to cut a straight line all the way across, fill in the two bumper holes, fill in these two bottom ones, and cut off these bottom brackets, as we're not going to use this. Now I have the center section for the centerpiece. This, and then this is the part that rounds. You can see we have it cut into 3 pieces. Now on the S10, this is a little bit longer. So you can see here, we have the end piece, a little bit of a gap that will fill. This will go here. You guys can see I have it marked here, and then right where this Sharpie line is, on here we'll cut this out, and then this piece we will use to fill this piece right here. This here is the center section. So this is the outside piece. So from the other side, after we figure out all the measurements and where we're going to cut, we'll go ahead and copy each cut over to the other side. So the end cap, the corner, the filler from here to here, this we'll go ahead and hammer out on the other side and weld and sand that smooth. And then this piece will switch over between here and here as a filler piece. Now we should be maybe a little bit halfway into this video. For part number 1, we're going to go ahead and get this tacked up. But if you guys haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. So after we got everything else cut out, you guys can see we went ahead and shaped all this down and found the center point, which is right here, equal with the bow tie, and marked the spot where I want to start the new bumper, as well as make a level point across the bumper. Find out if your bumper is level here and make an adjustment, and then find your level here. Let's say you guys put your tape measure, sorry, not your tape measure, but the level on the bumper, and let's say it's tweaked this way. Now if you go down here and you put it this way, your bumper is going to be tweaked. So whenever you go down, let's say it's halfway here, you want to go down and make sure your level is in the exact same point. Or you can measure from the bottom point here up and the bottom point over here up, and you can find your level spot, make a dot. You can use a tape or a long piece of metal, a long ruler. I have a 3-foot yard ruler, and you guys can make a level mark. But here I already found my level mark, so we're going to go ahead and tack this into place. All right, now we have this mocked up and stitch welded. I went ahead and tacked it from the center, one spot out, another spot out, another spot out, back and forth until we got to the very end, and made sure the ends were pushed completely flush with the bumper, as well as making sure the bumper was flush this way. That way it wasn't tweaked out or wasn't tweaked in. It's completely flat. After we got the center, we got the outer piece. Now in between this piece and this piece is the section that we segmented out. Now this will be the filler plate on that side. So this is a 88 to 98 Chevy 1500 OBS bumper. Now to do this, it's pretty much extending this side, shortening this. So you're segmenting this section, pulling it out and putting it over here. So shortening it, driver to passenger, and lengthening it front to back. So this will be the filler plate on that side. So we'll go ahead and get this side tacked up. I went ahead and filled the license plate and the bumper holes for the little rubber bumper guard, we're gonna go ahead and finish these over here, and we'll go ahead and get this finished up and tacked up as well. We got everything tack welded and stitch welded into place. Now this is my first time doing any major cutting, sectioning, chopping, shortening, anything like this, so there are some small imperfections here. I guess we'll just have to slowly tack that and fill that into place. And then these holes right here we will fill and sand down as well. Up here we will stitch weld and sand this down smooth all the way across. On this center section that we use from over here to fill in between the end cap and the corner band, this had a little bit more of an angle, so what we did is just cut this piece off, cut a small groove, that way this is allowed to bend over, and then that way we can just fill weld in here, fill this weld in here, and then after we are done we will go ahead and cut all this extra off that we do not need. And for the corner where this meets up, I already went ahead and cut this off. I just used a Sharpie, marked a line, cut inwards from here, and then from here, just cut downwards. We'll go ahead and do the same thing, a little stress relief cut here, and then we'll go ahead and hammer this and we'll bang this in this way. Now this is why I went ahead and primered it white. That way you guys can get an idea of what I was looking at. That way now I know which are my high spots on the welds. That way I can go ahead and finish sanding those down, get everything smoothed out and painted.